I hate when it rips, man. Lately I've been so long, but this is gone. But lately I've been so long, I think it's gone. Lately I've been so long, I think it's gone. Lately I've been so long. Salute to all the real rights, yo. Either get right or get left, man. A lot of y'all be in the way, man. Word up. A lot of times. Let me see my shit real quick. Turn this shit off.
All right, so if we look at the cheat sheet, and I'll show you where to get this.
That's why I stay out the way, man.
4 chords. So first, E minor. It looks like
This shit right now, man. Like, as good as real talk, right? What I'm starting to understand, I seen these Israelite brothers today. You know, they outside talking their shit. You know what I mean? And I know how I give it up. Like I give it up. You know what I'm noticing? Like, I really do be getting mad at the way I be seeing how everybody try to be like everybody else. Like we're like, you might not think that. You might say, man, I ain't like that. I ain't like everybody else. But you are from the language you use. See, this is what I mean. Like you like everybody else. A lot of times we don't even know who we are. If I ask people like, yo, man, what you love to do? Like, what you like? So a lot of people can't even give me an answer. Or it's some bullshit. Man, I just like to play the game. Like, dude, I mean, like, yeah, but like, what is, like, all right, so what is your gift? Like, what did God give you to make you different than somebody else? Like, we all are different, but what makes you different? If your girl put you in a room with 10 other niggas, what's something about you that'll make them other niggas doesn't count? Like, and now y'all can be compatible. You got a good heart. Out of all these dudes, there's somebody else in here got a good heart too. Oh, I'm smart. You think all these dudes in here are dumb? So what about you that makes you different than all these other niggas other than your personal pride? What can you tell me? I know what about me that makes me different than everybody. You couldn't even give me an answer. I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. Sometimes men attract what you are. Sometimes you ain't shit. You just a human. If you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be mean. Like, some people just ain't shit. They just humans. They get up, they go to work, come home, pay their bills, grab a little beer here and there, and wait till the fucking casket hit the dirt. That's life to them. You got some people like, man, there's more to life than just doing that. If the world was full of 80% of people are watchers, 80% of people are watchers, there's only like 2% people that are like creators and other people, like it's not a lot compared to the ones that just fucking just watch. So the ones that's watching, that's how they get their information, by watching other people. Let me tell you what's so weird. Just like motherfuckers talk about water now. Did you know that inside the water, that the electrolytes, don't shut your dumb ass up. You've been drinking that water for fucking, you've been drinking, nigga, you was going on the side of somebody's house drinking hose water. Remember that? That water tastes like lead and iron, nigga. We was on a corner on the side of somebody's hose with the hose up. Drinking water, that shit tastes like, it'd be hot when it first come out, and then you gotta wait till it get cold and shit. We didn't give a fuck about no water. We can adjust to anything. We're black. You don't see that, nigga? We can adjust to anything. Bad water, good water, snow, weather, nigga. You can put us in a sandstorm, nigga. We'll turn to a camel out that bitch. Can't speak about every other race, though. So what makes it so immaculate? We're transformers. This one going? I got another one. I said I got two of these. See what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, yo, everybody want to be conscious and shit. Is anybody racist anymore? Like, other than like, is any like racist like more? Like, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna give you just a little bit of thing. When I grew up, we wasn't racist, but we understood racism to the point where it made us racist. So we know that white people used to talk bad about us. That's what made us be bad, like talk bad about white people. But it wasn't enough to be like to the point where we were just knocking them out, beating them up when we see them. It wasn't like that. We was doing that more to Mexicans, like because we knew they couldn't put their money in the banks because they was immigrants. So they'll work and just keep all the money on them. So we just beat them up and take their money because we knew they had, I mean, just like little bad shit. But we wasn't beating up no white people unless they was coming to the hood asking for drugs and they was in our environment. But we wasn't going outside our hood beating them up. They coming outside, they hood going to our hood just killing us, right? So what happened was in my mom era, in the 60s, 50s, like that, they used to call white people the devil. No bullshit. Anybody that's black and grew up in an older home, they will tell you the white man is the devil. Some of them said they had fucking tails. White people got tails. We didn't fucking know or not, but that was in our household. It wasn't, we was racism. It was that how bad black people was treated by white people. Only the devil can treat people that bad. So they had to be the devil. It wasn't like, oh my God, they are good people. We're just giving them that label. No, they was not good people. They was doing devilish activities. So they had to be the devil. So don't bring no devil in my house. Because all the stuff that's going on in our community is because of that person you just brought in my house. Now it's a little different. It's kumbayas and flowers and shit. But it doesn't like that in that court system. 90% of the court system is still white. I mean, they got more black female judges. You got some more, you got a little bit of black men judges like that. But the majority of judges are white. The people that's doing the sentencing and the paralegals and public defenders and all those shits like that, they're white. Now you do have a environment where it's multiplied. It's majority black. So you're going to have like a black. You're going to have like, you know, you will see some sprinkles of white because they're still in the business, but they're going to have black. But just like out life, you go to fucking get locked up in Washington, you think it's going, nah, it don't work that way. All the motherfuckers judging you, the public defender, all the motherfuckers is white. You will get some sprinkles of black to give people hope and shit like that. But I'm gonna tell you something. They always give us some black people to give us hope, but you always gotta watch who the black people they put in front of your face, because 90% of the black people they put in front of our face is somebody they chose. And if they chose them, trust me, it's comfortable enough for them to choose them. How about we choose somebody for us? We don't want y'all to choose the next nigga for us. We want to choose the next nigga for us. But they don't feel as though we're smart enough to make our own decisions. So they still let white people make a decision for us, even when it comes to dictating how we live. We don't got nobody dictating how we live as our own people. We got white people dictating our living. They can't even fucking cook the food we cook. They can't even stay in the sun long enough without using sunscreen. How can a person that doesn't have no fucking malfunction in this world, you didn't even create nothing in it. You just control the creators in it. That's it. White people didn't create shit in this world. They just control the creations that was created. That's it. So they just control the world, but they didn't create shit. And this world is still like that. So that's what makes everything looks equal. That's why people say white people is devil, because they smile and then stab you behind your back. That's what they do. Hey, how you doing? You want some potatoes? So you walk away. Fuck you, nigga. That's how they are. That's how they are. I know people right now that are coming this live and be my friend, and then when somebody else talks shit about me, they'll agree with them. A backbiter mentality. You have black people with white hearts, so they know different. You know what a white heart to me is? A person that don't have no loyalty. A person that don't have no type of trust, honor, dignity, no culture. None of that shit. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have black skin. Yeah, they black, but they work for the massa. Did y'all know the massa is sick? Well, I guess we sick. Because when a white person's sick, we all fucked up, ain't they? That's how they think. If a white person fucked up, all the black people, oh, he's sick? Well, damn it, we all sick, huh? Because you know if the massa's sick, then we must get sick too. If white people dying, oh, we about to start dying too, ain't we? Nigga, why? Nah, we ain't even fucking connected like that to them. Other than being human, what the fuck human stand for? What does hue stand for? Hue stand for color. Hue, what does H-U-E stand for? Color, right? Man, colored man. Man, shut up, stupid. What do human stand for? Hue, H-U-E, look it up. What do hue stand for? Color, a color, like a dark whatever color. Man, hue, man, a colored. Why they don't tell you this shit? They tell you that Rosa Parks was the first person that sat on the bench, and she wasn't the first person. She was the first person, but the first person was a dark-skinned woman. Let me see something. Let me see something right now. I'm gonna go to it right now. Let me give you some information. Let me put it over here. Right here. It says right here. Let me go to it. What that say? Young people think Rosa Parks just sat down the bus in the segregation, but wasn't the real case at all. An American Pioneer, give her up. Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to give up her seat to a white woman on a crowded, segregated bus. This occurred 9 months before the more widely known incident, which Rosa Parks, secretary of a local chapter, notes. This lady was a dark-skinned woman, and she was the first woman that sat with one of the five that sat on the bus before Rosa Parks. But Rosa Parks was more of a light-skinned woman, so they gave her more. I'm telling you, this shit is deep. But she was one of the first women that sat on the bus before Rosa Parks. 9 months before the more widely known incident, which Rosa Parks Young people think Rosa Parks just sat down the bus in interrogation, but that wasn't the case at all. Stop saying you know shit when you don't know nothing. You just listen to what other people tell you. You think you know something because you listen to what other people tell you. You don't go deep in your research. If you did, you would know more than what the fuck you know. You wouldn't just go at face value. You would actually know what the fuck you talking about. You see what I'm saying? Cause I be researching you see what I'm saying? Show you something. What that say? Who was the first ever recorded humans? The first humans. One of the earliest known humans is the Homo habilis, whatever it is, or handyman, who lived about 2.4 million to 1.4 million years ago in Eastern and Southern Africa. So if they was recorded when we know 2.4 million years ago, when was so let's go here. Putting all together the information they have. Let me click on it. Putting all this together between 9,000 and 9,700 years ago, an accurate date of creation for Adam and Eve. During this time, the upper whatever was created, born Adam and Eve were yet hunter-gatherers. How was Adam and Eve born, the first people born, if there was already people recorded 2.4 million years ago? Make it make sense. They just tell you the first person to ever be recorded was 2.4 to 1.2 million years ago. But then you're telling me the first person ever here was Adam and Eve when they was only here 9,000. So if God created Earth 9,000 something years ago before whatever, or 10,000, how could the fucking dinosaurs see? How could they see? It was no light. First of all, who the fuck recorded God saying that? Let there be light. Let there be light. Yeah, God said that. Come on, what the fuck? Who did God tell that to? Y'all be bugging. Y'all be really bugging me out with this religion shit. Y'all be bugging me out. Who was there when they said, let there be light? Who was there that said, yo, let there be light? That's what God said. Who was there recording that shit? Who he told that to? Who he told all this shit to? Who he told this shit to? Y'all don't think about this shit, huh? I just showed you. It says that they said by putting all the information together, 9,000 to 800 years to 9,700 years ago, Adam and Eve was born. That's what they're telling me. So they're telling me that in religion, they was the first people created. But history recorded that the first people, the Homo habilis, whatever they was here 1.2 to 2.4 million years ago. So if they was created, who could they see? Was there light then? Because God didn't create light until 9,000, some 10,000 years ago. Come on, to make it make sense. Come on, man. Like, did you fucking believe in that shit? Yo, y'all bugged out. You know what it is? Some people need religion because they don't have a brain for themselves. Some people need to believe in something. You know what happens when you go through something and you can't get you out, when you don't get out of it yourself and something pulls you out of it, automatically in your mind, God did that. Because you wasn't in the right mind state or place to do that. Because in your mind, I didn't have a plan for myself, but God must have a plan for me because he kept me alive when I didn't want to live myself. But see, you got to understand, your body and mind and soul and everything is connected as well and has more strength than you does. So just because your physical is weak don't mean your soul is weak. Sometimes your soul is strong. It's just you got a weak flesh. So you don't want to why you didn't break because your soul is so strong. It just leave it. You got people that's like strong people in a weak car. So the car is all fucked up. But if it wasn't for that person in the car keeping that shit going, that car would have been fell off. So you lucky that the person that's driving that motherfucker know what it's doing, because if it wasn't for that, that car is ass. It's just the person behind the wheel making sure they take care of it. You see what I'm saying? Even though the car outside, it's the same way. Well, I think your body, because it be something in your body that keeps you alive, even when you don't want to live, but it's your strength. And you don't understand that shit until you're in a situation where your strength is the only thing you have. And then some people don't have it, so they believing in God did it. And then some people don't believe in God because they did everything they self. You see what I'm saying? So understand both sides of the party. But come on, man, let's be real, yo. Let's be real. Y'all ain't got time for dealing on emotions and shit. This lighter is from the Ku Klux Klan, man. Word up, man. That's what I'm saying. I stay out the way, man. Y'all motherfuckers read a little bit of shit on YouTube and think you motherfucking that fucking priest and shit. I know that I can tell a person that's knowledgeable and a person that just like knowledge. They get a little bit of information, think they smart, and you got people that go deeper and try to learn it. Y'all stop bullshitting. Y'all not really like that. Nah, man, y'all doing it for likes. Y'all doing it for likes, man. You trying to tell me people like you for being who you are, not for who you are, for pretending to be somebody else, instead of making people like you for being yourself. But some people scared to be themselves because they don't know what type of crowd they're going to attract. So you know what they do? They stay out the way. What they say, details are hidden. I don't get it. What they just told me. They told me something. I just removed it. But I'm telling you, man, stay out the way, man. Word is born. Stay the fuck out the way. I'm telling you, man, because this shit is weird, man. This shit is weird. I don't get it. You know what? I'm going to tell you what's weird. You got to grind harder when you're not a gossiper. Like, you know, like I'm not like really that gossip type nigga. But I notice like people love that shit. They love that shit. They love to see you go back and forth. They love to be nosy and shit like that. Sometimes I love to be that shit too, but I don't like that shit consistently like that. You know what I mean? That just ain't my type of thing, man. I want to know, can I do my thing on here? But that's not my type of thing. And I know people on here, that's what they into. Like, so for me, like I can't continue to do that shit. Like that's just weird to me to just be like consistently just talking about a motherfucker just because they bring views and shit like that. I'd rather sit in this motherfucker and just chill and vibe to myself and sit there and talk about another nigga to get attention. I ain't with all that shit. I don't want success that bad where I gotta talk about another nigga to get it. Hey, love, what that motherfucker that I don't want my success that way. I'd rather be just a regular nigga. I'd rather be real to myself than be fake to everybody else. I'd rather be real to myself than be fake to a whole bunch of people. I'm cool, man. I'd rather be real lonely than fake with a room full of motherfuckers, man. I'm just different. Some people don't want to be alone that bad that they want them to be fake just to have friends. Never been that way. I've never been that way. I don't give a fuck what you think. Because I'm gonna tell you something. For a nigga that don't do certain things, I'm alright, man. Like I'm 100% alright, man. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm alright. Sometimes I feel like I'm like whatever like that. But when I look at my situation, I'm better than a lot of niggas, man. And I'm not no rapper, none of that shit. I don't got no, you know what I mean? None of that shit. I mean, so even though I'm struggling, my struggle is comfortable. And that's because I got so much faith, I guess, or belief, or chosen. I don't know. But I know that, I don't know. But you know, like I tell, like, I don't have a lot. But sometimes I feel like even though I don't have a lot, I got more than some people that have more than me. So I feel like I don't have a lot. But when I go to people that have more than me, they don't have as much as me for some reason. I don't understand how to explain it. So it's like, yeah, they got more than me, like, but they don't. So that makes me cocky. To say, yeah, you got more than me. Like, yeah, you got the Gucci pillowcase, the Louis Vuitton bedspread, You got all this shit, but you really don't have shit. You just got a lot of material things to make it look good, but your inside is so fucked up to make you think you don't got shit. You just got a lot of cover-ups about you. You know how to cover up to make a person think you got something. But when a person really know you, they realize you ain't got shit. So I be thinking, oh, I ain't got shit. But when a person see me, they know that I don't got a lot, but they still look at me like I got everything. And I'm starting to look at shit like that. But I ain't gonna be over here and keep talking. I'm about to play my game before it gets too late. Peace and blessings, man. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm about to record my game, man. Love y'all, man. Stay the way, the way, See what I'm saying? I'm out of here. I forget to leave sometimes.